Hi, today we are gonna learn about section 9.4, special right triangles. Okay, to start, here you have two theorems. The first one is the 45, 45, 90 degrees right triangle. This theorem states that if you have one 90 degrees angle and two 45 degrees angle, these sides will be congruent, which means that they will be the same measure. Let's write the measure as x. Okay, to find the last side, you will use the theorem that says that C will be x, that is the measure of these ones, times the square root of 2. Okay, now we are gonna learn about the second theorem, the 30 degrees, 60 degrees, 90 degrees right triangle. As you can see, you have here your 90 degrees, your 60 degrees, and your 30 degrees angle. Okay, for this theorem, this is the following. The measure of A will be x. The measure of C will be 2x. And finally, the measure of B will be x square root of 3.
Hello guys and girls. Now that you know about the special right triangles explained before, we have some exercises for you. First off, let's start with an easy exercise about this triangle. This we will make a 45, 45, 90 degree triangle, making it a special right triangle. And we know this side length is 3. So we will need to find the length of this side and the hypotenuse. So this side length being 3, we only copy it here. As for these two sides are the same exact length, they are congruent. Now the hypotenuse. Well, we use the formula. A times the square root of 2 is equal to the hypotenuse. In this case, A will be the side length. So this 3 is A and this 3 is A. Making it A in this formula being substituted by 3. And if we multiply this by the square root of 2, you will find the hypotenuse is 3 times the square root of 2. Okay guys, so now I have another exercise for you. This time it is different, as you can see. This time we have only the measure of the hypotenuse, but we are missing both of these sides. As the same as before, it is a 45, 45, 90 degree triangle, making it a special right triangle. So how do we find the side lengths? Well, we need to take the hypotenuse, in this case 8, and translate it into a formula. The formula is A times the square root of 2 is equal to the hypotenuse. In this case 8, so 8. And to solve it, we need to find A. So we have 8 times the square root of 2 is 8. This divided the square root of 2, and 8 equally divided the square root of 2. So this will cancel out, and we will be left out with A equal 8 over the square root of 2. This is a good answer. But many times you will have people that will not like it. So you will need to move further in the operation, and you will need to make something else. Here you need to multiply by the square root of 2 over the square root of 2. And this translates into 8 times the square root of 2 over the square root of 2 times the square root of 2 is the square root of 4. But we can simplify that as 2. And we can go much further in this operation, and 8 divided 2 is 4. So we are left with 4 times the square root of 2. And this will be our final answer. So this side is equal to 4 times the square root of 2, and this side will also be equal to 4 times the square root of 2.